in Birmingham, and
phenomenal show last night.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal show last night in Manchester. We're in London tonight, and all the shows are sold out. So thanks to the fans, you know, I mean that's pretty awesome, and looking forward to the future, getting a new record out. Hopefully coming back again, yeah, coming back for more. Yeah.
We started way up in Kuopio, Finland.
Finland, yeah.
You know, about 30 miles from the Russian border, and we started there. And from there, all the way through it all, it's been really, really great. Yeah. The fans have been great, and they've been so just over the top. You know, I think that they're, after being away for 6 years, you know, from over here, I think they're just like, wow, they're really back. You know, and it's really cool. It really. We
had been hearing it, you know, like classic rock, southern rock had been getting a little bit stronger over here. And, you know, just due to, like I had a fan last night ask me, a little boy plays drums, he's about 9 years old, he goes, why haven't you been here? I was thinking, you know, he was 2 years old, I think, when we were here the last time or something, you know. And so I told him, I said, you know, we always love to come see our fans in Europe, you know. I said, but sometimes the scheduling doesn't work out. And so, you know, hopefully he won't be 19 the next time we see him. So, yeah, but we've had a blast and look forward to coming back.
Sweet Bama, we were just simple men.
Not yet, not yet.
No, I think that we felt like we wanted to come over and bring the band over and play the classics first. And then, because we thought about opening with a new song, we really did. And then we said, you know, let's just wait until the record's out, gotten itself a little embedded and established. And then that'll give us a chance to come back over and do a couple of new songs in the set with the classics, you know.
I think highlights, I think, you know, Oslo was great. All of them, really. I mean, as far as the shows go.
Last night, you know, because of the theater, the old Apollo Theater, I really liked that place. From the moment we walked out, it was just like, it was really over the top.
Yeah, and it makes you work harder too. I got back to the hotel, I was like, whew, you can really tell when you work, when the crowd's good and you're working hard, you know. I think Gary Rosington and Billy Powell, you know, wanted to do a farewell tour, you know, to the fans and not have the plane crash be the last thing that Lynyrd Skynyrd did, you know. And I know if my brother Ronnie would have lived, he would have done that for sure. And, you know, and plus they had to heal, you know, from the plane crash. A lot of them had bad, you know, injuries and stuff like that. But they also had the Rosington Collins band in that 10-year period. They started that band, and Gary and Dale went and did a Rosington record, you know, just as underneath their own names. Alan Collins had a band, so there was still music going on in that 10-year period. But it's been 22 years now since the band got back together, so it's a long time.
Well, the 6 year, in the 6 year period that, you know, we had been since the last record.
God, it had been 6 years?
Yeah, easy.
Jeez.
Yeah. 2003, yeah.
Jeez.
And the deal is that we had gotten together and started writing back, you know, in, I think, 2004, end of 2004, going to 2005. Yeah. And just over a period of time, we kept writing, and then all of a sudden, you know, it came about. We had enough material to be able to, you know, to want to go back in the studio. And this is something we really wanted to do. Really wanted to do this record and really wanted to get it out. And then all of a sudden everything happened the way it did with Billy and Ian, and it made us want to get it out even harder that way. You know,
to finish it.
Finish it, and really put it out in there.
This band's always went back to the music. Whenever tragedy hit it, you know, it always went back to music, and the fans helped carry on this band. People go, "How do y'all carry on?" But I don't think we really do. The thing is through the fans, and through the music. You know, Lynyrd Skynyrd's more of a spirit than anything. You know, it really is. And as far as not making a record in 6 years, I think it was a lot of things was to the factor of us not making a record. For one, really wasn't with a label. We wasn't looking for a label. We wasn't ready to make a record, so there was no reason for us to go out here and chase that whole end of that. And you know, but hey, we were still out on the road building this band. Lynyrd Skynyrd's an icon. It's going to be here forever.
run on TV, laughing with old.
Yeah, I think it's just guys getting together having fun.
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, that
It's not.
especially like the three of us, you know, we've been writing for quite a while together. And bringing in ideas, music ideas, and sitting down, and like I'll bring in something, you know, and play for Johnny and Gary, and then Johnny will start to sing to it, and then all of a sudden we start writing the lyrics, and you know, and then getting together with other people. It's basically the same thing. They'll bring in maybe an idea or listen to the ideas that we got, and just kind of put it in a big pot and stir it up, you know.
Nashville, Tennessee at Bluebird, isn't it?
Blackbird.
Blackbird.
And Sound Kitchen.
Blackbird, Sound Station.
Sound Kitchen.
Sound Kitchen, yeah. And see, I can't even tell the name of it. Blackbird Studios in Nashville and Sound Kitchen.
Actually, Blackbird has a whole Beatles theme in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like there's a lot of rare, because John McBride, him and Martina McBride own the studio. And they collected all this stuff, you know, and old instruments and stuff, but they got a lot of Beatles stuff hanging in there, you know. So
Very
it's
cool studio.
really
though.
cool.
And we recorded it with Bob Marlette, who's the producer on the album. And,
Yo, Bob.
yeah, Bob really turned this project around for us, I think, and helped us go in the right direction. Very upbeat. I mean, you
Always.
know, yeah, always. Even though we had a lot of stuff going on, you know, with the band internally, there was still a lot of upbeat, and us trying to, you know, when you're making music and you're listening back and you're hearing that whole thing and trying to create something and feeling that creation coming back to you, you know, and you're going, wow, can't wait to hear this, can't wait. You know, it's an exciting time, and a lot of fun. You know what? Through Vector Management, Tom Lipsky, we were, you know, worked with Tom in the past, and over the 6 years, Tom Lipsky had called me a few times saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna get another label together through somebody or do this and that, and I'd love to work with Skynyrd again. And you know, I didn't know if it would ever work out, but you know, luckily he got a good thing here. And we were actually last year in '08, we were doing a show, it was Fashion Rock show up in New York, and our managers, Ken Ross, you know, said, hey, we can set up a meeting over at Roadrunner with Tom and the people over at Roadrunner Records there.
That was cool.
And so we went over to their office, and when we first kind of walked in, it was kind of like, wow, doesn't really look like a record label, you know. It was kind of just like in a warehouse kind of situation, and nothing really, you know, stuffy, which we're not stuffy at all. So for us, I know for me personally, I really liked that whole vibe. You know, it wasn't
Seemed
corporate.
old school.
It wasn't corporate. It seemed old school, and really about the music, not about, okay, well, you know, you're just another act here. And so we had a whole meeting with their whole staffs, you know, from radio to marketing to the president of the label there, and we just had a great time meeting. And
Yeah, it was fun.
so we left there not knowing whether we were going to sign or not. And after we did some talking and research and stuff like that, we actually went back and said, you know, hey, let's go with these folks. And Tom's still a dear friend of ours, so we're glad to be working with him. And look forward to our relationship with Roadrunner.
Southern ways with a tall pines.
I think it's another Lynyrd Skynyrd record, another chapter in Lynyrd Skynyrd. You know, it really is. I don't think that we went too far out of left field to do anything too strange, but I think that in some ways it's a little harder than other records, but then there's some other vibes to the record. So I think there's a lot of music here for everybody to enjoy.
I think it's a well-rounded record. I think it touches on a little bit of everything, you know, from rock to southern rock to pop to country to blues to, you know, it just goes all the way around the circle, and that's what it is to
Yeah, I
me.
think you're going to find there's a lot of different influences on this record, and that's what Skynyrd records have always been about. And it's still lyrically, it keeps to the people who make this world go around, you know, and that's the hard-working people. You know.